So I've been seeing this thing lately, this trend on YouTube and TikTok. I know TikTok, it's for 12-year-olds and all that jazz, but what would you tell yourself from 10 years ago? Like if you could talk to yourself from 10 years ago, would you give yourself any advice? And I was watching a couple of these and I thought I would get on here on YouTube and talk about what I would tell myself from 10 years ago. So 10 years ago, I was just starting university, like I'd either just started it or I was pretty recently in university. I was living down in Melbourne, northern suburbs. And I know those areas they can be pretty rough, but there's also a lot of good people in those areas. There's a lot of good people everywhere, no matter where you go. So it's pretty unfair to judge one area over another area because it's just a matter of like your own perspective. And if you want to find negativity in an area, you will absolutely be able to find something miserable about an area. But if you're looking for something positive, you'll always be able to find something positive as well. Like I used to go to the Savers a lot and I used to talk to a lot of students there. And they were just all like good, cool, chill people. Anyways, what I would tell myself from 10 years ago is that 10 years ago, the only thing I cared about was just talking to girls and chicks. That's all I cared about. That and music, probably. Maybe books as well, to a lesser degree. But I would tell myself that you don't have to pretend to be somebody you're not to impress people, because if you're just authentic about yourself and how you present yourself to the world, that's all that matters. Like, nobody wants to talk to anybody that's pretending to be somebody else, or do you know what I mean? Like, there are so many two-faced people out there that act one way, they present themselves one way to the world, but in reality they're somebody else entirely. And during the space between then and now, still quite a while ago, I realized that really, the only thing you've got to do in life is just be yourself. And I know that is such cliche, embarrassing advice. Oh, be yourself, bro. But at the end of the day, the only person you can really be is yourself. So you may as well learn to live with it and learn to love it. And I can promise you that by just being yourself, you're going to meet better people, because you're going to project that sort of energy out into the world. And I know that's sort of frou-frou. It's a little out there. It's a little new agey. But just be yourself and you're going to meet amazing people doing that. Like, I'm sort of like unapologetically myself nowadays. And that may rub a couple of people the wrong way. But I'm too old to care what people think anymore. You know, I'm not even that old, but I'm just too old to care what people think anymore. Just be yourself and you will have amazing people gravitate towards you. I've met more amazing people in the last 3 years of my life than I have at any other point in my life. Like, the circles that I'm in now are just so positive and filled with good people. And I like to remind myself about how thankful I am, how grateful I am to know the people that I know nowadays. And I would tell myself from 10 years ago that you don't have to be anybody to impress somebody else. Just be yourself. People are going to like you for who you are, or they're going to dislike you for who you are. And that's completely fine. That's okay, because nobody in this entire world is beloved by absolutely everybody. Think of Keanu Reeves. That guy is the most likable person on the planet, but I can guarantee you there are a score of people that just dislike him simply because everybody else likes him. That's the kind of world we live in. That's the kind of world we occupy. So just remember that there are people out there that dislike Keanu Reeves simply because other people like him. So you having your anonymity and your own little microcosm existence, it's kind of beautiful, because in a way, everybody's own little individual existence does it still operate in the macro. Everybody carries this energy and this life force with them, and they go through life talking to people, getting to know people. And the amount of people that are out there that you've touched their lives and they've touched yours without you even being conscious of it, I know it's kind of special when you think about it. Anyways, I would tell myself that, again, just be authentic to who you are. chicks are cool, love them, but they're not everything. Just be yourself. Learn to appreciate your friendships. Learn to appreciate your friends. Be grateful to have your family. Be grateful to be fucking alive. And also, one thing I would tell myself is this thing right here, your phone, it isn't everything. Put it down. Put it down more often. That's what I would tell myself. Get off the phone more, because I'm on my phone a hell of a lot. It's ridiculous. One of those terminally online millennials, I suppose. And I'm like always preaching to people, get off the internet, just get off the internet. Death to the modern world. And like, I legitimately believe that, but also it's a phone. It's meant to be a tool. It's not meant to run your life. So there's that as well. Put the phone down. Anyways, I'm curious to know in the comments below what you guys have to say. What would you tell yourself from 10 years ago? Let me know in the comments below. And until the next video, my name is Aussie Marcel, and I'll catch you guys around.